YouTube, it's your boy Fishing King, Hook City TV. You know I got my main man with me.
Hook City.
It's going down. Guys, I know it's a lot of people saying, man, it is time to be looking for these post-spawn fish. I don't feel that way. At some lakes, you do need to be looking for the post-spawn fish. In the lake that I'm at today here in North Texas, we're gonna be checking out some shallower flats on really big brush piles, man. I personally believe, man, these fish, my testimony says these fish can spawn clean through May into June. Let's see what we can do, man. I don't know if they're here, but we're gonna find out today. Y'all come along for the ride, man.
We've been calling them fish all this time.
No, they are fish. They not biting. So I don't, that one did. Ooh, daddy. What you say about biting?
Yeah.
They fighting and biting. Now check that out.
Yeah.
That looked like that looked like a spawned out female. Is what it looked like, don't it?
Yeah, that's what she looked like, but she hit.
She hit.
She hit. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Now she got to quit.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
You see that fish, man? They been looking for you, Dad. You want to say what's up to anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your what's up in Hook City language. Got him? What you doing, Hook?
I'm trying to get there.
Huh?
Trying to get there.
Man, I'm down there trying to get me a bait to put on and you cutting up here.
We ain't new to this.
You true to this. Here, let me open the trap door for you.
Knife on him.
Yeah, that's.
See what he tell you about.
Let me move my camera bag. You getting wild. All right, guys, listen, that's two. I better get my thoughts together. That helped. There's one right there at 5 foot. Come on. There you go. There you go. Yeah. It's a baby, but he still went to come play.
Yeah, he hit it.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, welcome to the Hook City show, where Fishing King ain't gonna catch a doggone thing and Hook City gonna work out. I ain't mad with it. I guess we on teams today.
Yep.
We on teams today, because I ain't catching nothing. See, that's how it's supposed to look. Them ain't crappie. That's, God, dog. Wait. Well, here I go, like another wade fishing video, but that fish just slammed that thing like his mama told him I cussed her out or something. Y'all seen that, didn't you? I sure hope so. Guys, we're referencing this live scope because there's a lot of bait down there. And what we're trying to do is get down to the bottoms. Not even really just watching the live scope. We're referencing to make sure we're in these big old brush piles that we see. And once we know we're in the brush pile, we're just letting it sit down there, man, and do what we've done for years. Live scope doesn't have to become your everything. And I think being solely dependent on one piece of electronic sometimes can really mess you up. And so, especially now during the spawn, man, we're using what we know. Dropping this thing to the bottom, getting in contact with the bottom, or at least in contact with structure, pulling it up just a little bit and just hanging on tight. And guys, these spawning fish will find you. Believe me, if you're in the right place, they will find you. Oh, there it is again. There it is. That's exactly what I'm. Man, that's got to be my hook. You seen that? That's twice now. I mean, the hook look okay. I guess I could close the gap a little bit.
Something ain't right with that.
All right, guys, going back in. We're fishing about 9 foot. So again, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm letting that thing drop to the bottom. It allows me to get in contact with my rod tip close to the water. I'm gonna reel up slow until that rod tip just gives a little dip, and that lets me know that the weight has engaged the rod tip. Once that happens, I'm just sitting down there. I had a call from Mom. I had to take that. I apologize, and while doing so, I got a hold of one of these little females. She still has a little belly on her, but that's the third fish now here in a couple of minutes, man, just by using that little technique. Actually, I don't know. Does she got a belly on her, Dad?
She might be.
Is that some pregnancy going on?
She might be.
I tell you what she won't have on her. If you can slide me that, just take your foot and slide that thing over. I tell you what's finna not happen. She ain't gonna see water no more. She half spawned out. She gonna be halfway in the right kind of water if she 10 inches. Uh-oh. She 11 and a half. You want her? Okay. Guys, we've let a few go today, and we're gonna keep a few. Man, I'm using that orange and chartreuse. And they on that thing with a halfway unpainted jig head, little mohawk jig head, and been knocking the paint off of it. We're both using our 12-footers still, so these are some versatile rods. Yes, they're great for live scope, but they're also good for this shallow water spawning stuff too. That is actually using, what is that? Let's see, let me look at it. That's 11-foot rear seat with the old Shimano Sienna 1000 on it. I'm using the Daiwa Regal 1000, both using that Power Pro. We can't get enough of that Power Pro line. I'm gonna put this thing back down there, man. Again, not needing live scope, guys. So for all you people out there that feel like you're not catching fish because you don't have live, there, I saw that. Yes, sir. Boy, they coming on in here, ain't they?
Yeah.
Them some good looking fish too.
Trying to do a little something for her.
Trying to do a little something for the fans.
Oh, yeah.
For the city. One time for the city, Daddy. Let me see that fish. One time for the city.
Yeehaw.
Yes, sir. Y'all hear it? My main man out here cutting up, y'all.
Donkey.
We at the donkey show. But yeah, man, it's the spawn, and these fish are related really heavily to structure because they're spawning on it, and close to the bottom. If the closer to the bottom, a lot of times the better. And again, we're only fishing 8.5 foot. Oh boy, that's a catfish, y'all. Y'all see how that fish is? Look at him. You come on out of there. See how he acting? Nah, he ain't that big. Nothing that 12-foot can't handle. I'm gonna lighten that drag up just a little bit. Let him tie. Say, settle down, boy. Settle down. See that Daiwa, man, got a smooth drag on it, man, letting that fish do his thing. Listen, that's why a good rod is necessary, guys. It's 12-foot. It's doing all the fighting for me. That rod wants to straighten back out, and so it's keeping pressure on that fish. And then we're just gonna roll it up. It ain't a big fish, but I'm just trying to give y'all an example of what's supposed to be happening when you hang into a big fish. This is exactly how you play him. But we're gonna go ahead and get him up here. That's the second channel cat of the day. Real good eater, man. Listen, they're down here in these brush piles too. These fish have probably finished spawning, and they're picking weight back up, man, and they are looking good. Look at that, man. That is, I mean, that's a slab. in the catfish world, that's a nice slab. That's a channel catfish, guys. What'd you say? What'd you say? Okay, you're not gonna talk. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah? Yeah, I got your partner in here. We appreciate you for biting, for coming out. Okay. Yeah. All right, Dad is gonna do the next bite. He gonna do the bite next. We appreciate you for biting. Hook City gonna do the biting after that. There's the other one we got in there. Putting them in the back live well because they're gonna cut up. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Close the door on y'all. Let's get back up here, y'all. I'm gonna let out enough line. The cool thing about this braided line, it'll float. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it'll float. So when you hit the bottom, that line will float. Rod tip towards the water. I'm just gonna reel up until I feel it engage the rod tip. Boop, that's it. Then I'm just gonna get comfortable. I'll probably raise it another 6 inches or so off the bottom, because that's just, come on, Dad. Spawning male. They didn't believe they out here spawning, Dad. Now, why you think he got on his tuxedo? He ain't going to the prom.
No. He's doing what
He ain't going to the prom. He down there looking for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's a good fish, man. You need some pliers? Here, we got something for you. We got something for you. Ain't no need to whooping him. He whooped already.
Yeah, he might have had his last day.
Yeah, that was it. Well, if he go 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, we ain't trophy fishing. What we doing?
We grocery.
We're grocery fishing. If he 10, he got to go in. Let's go, baby. I'll hold that nightstick for you.
He might be gone.
I mean, Dad out here trying to work out, y'all. Let's see what he is.
He left.
Pick him on up. Oh, Daddy, look at here. While it was sitting on the floor.
Oh boy.
I was just letting it sit in there and boy, these fish, I'm talking about cutting up. Hold on. That one gonna go in there too. So that one, I'm talking about cutting up. I'm scared to leave it sitting there like that. Daddy, what is going on here today?
He's biting.
They bite. They fighting and biting.
Yeah, they biting.
Look at her, man. That's another keeper fish.
Yeah.
That's a female.
Oh, that was my phone?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I laid it here just like this.
Man.
I laid the pole down here just like this, and I had my hand on it so it wouldn't spin.
Yeah.
And I felt a thump.
Oh man.
We appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You catch him any kind of way with
Yeah, listen, we catch them every which way, like you used to say.
Tag team, no team, all team.
All team, back again. Let's go, baby.
We done made the fishing draft.
Oh, okay.
Not the NFL draft.
So the NFL draft came, but now we drafting players for our team.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cornmeal team.
Team cornmeal.
Team cornmeal. That's all right. If you ain't getting hung up, you ain't in the right place.
You ain't getting hung up, you ain't crappie fishing.
God, dog, I'm gonna set that thing back down there and see if I can get me another one of them thumps. Doggone. I might cheat a little bit, y'all. I see a crappie sitting up high. I might cheat a little bit. Listen, ain't no fun. If you got it, you might well use it. But I'm not having to, y'all. Literally. Dropping this thing down. Dad is a little more active with his, but I'm literally just kind of working the same little area. 2 or 3 foot back and forth. There's fish all over these brush piles, though. They're all over them doing their thing. It's late evening. Just got off of work. It's beautiful out here. We got some nice wind. And these crappie trying to be our friend. Let's go. Clear up. There he is. Well, now remember, we just moved 5 feet up. It got slow. We fishing a big brush pile. We went 5 feet up. Listen. Found pawpaw. Hit the bottom and come back, found the bottom, came back up and got a hee-haw. Y'all see it. We got our eaters, man, and this one is a little pregnant. What you think, Dad?
Whatever you want to do, man.
Tell me what you want to do, man. That's a pretty fish, though, boy. Pretty color, spring colors for that female. We gonna let her go. I know, y'all. But listen, y'all know how much we fish, man. Look, we appreciate this fish for coming out. Look at her. I know. Chill out, man. Look at her. There you go. Relax, baby. You going home. Watch how fast she go. See you later, alligator. Go on back down there. Don't tell all your friends what just happened. Again, notice, y'all, I'm not looking at that live scope. I know where I'm at. I know where the fish are located. For the haters and the congratulators. Fishing Ken, Hook City, we back at you. I'm telling you where those crappie are. They sitting down in that stuff, man, and you can't see them. See, I was relying on trying to see if I can see them. I said, no, we done fished this too many times. If I go over it on side imaging, now that's probably one sitting off of this limb, but that's 25 foot away. I'm not finna go chase one fish. Not right now. That's not what today is about. As long as I know I'm on them, I can live with what else happens. That's another catfish. Dang it. They in there, y'all. Oh, he trying to get fancy. I don't want to give him too much drag because he trying to manhandle a man. I sure wish he was a flat, but this is another channel, I can tell. Yeah, that's another channel.
You gonna get a 9.
Yeah, he 12 inches. That's a healthy catfish. Yeah, we don't do too much catfishing no more. I'm gonna let him settle down, guys. Comment section, how many of y'all got hit by a catfish before? How many been hit by one of these little fins right here? Oh, especially this bad boy right here. I actually saw one of these go in a man's calf muscle. I mean, they are sharp. Be careful handling catfish. That's the way to do it. Whether you do it from the front or from the top or the bottom of the fish, you want to put fingers around these two side fins. Watch out for the dorsal. That's the business right there. That's 3 catfish. Catfish po' boys coming up. All right, guys, we're gonna utilize a little live scope. We don't have to use it. Look at that little buddy. Look at him. He going to the junior prom with that suit on. Hold on, y'all. Look at you. Look like his name Little Sam. Look at Little Sam with his little junior. He sang in the junior choir. He in middle school, 7th grade prom. Look at him. I'm talking about he looking for a dinner date. He better be glad he ain't 10 inches or he'll be mine. That's all right. This is how I know these fish are swarming. Okay, so look, I just let Little Sam go back in the water. Pose right here like this. I threw that down there like that to talk to Dad. And I feel it on my foot. And I look up and my rod, my line is swimming off. My line is swimming off, man. Well, I mean, these fish down here cutting up. Now, that's a 10-inch keeper right there. That's a 10, yes, it's a 10-inch keeper. This one gonna go back, though. I think Dad has enough to eat. He needed about 5, so we're just out here enjoying the thumps right now. Goodness gracious almighty. Ooh, big enough.
Big one, big
one. Big one. Too big. Too big. That's too much. That's too much fish right there. Boy. Woo, come on. Look at that's Little Sam, little brother. Now, did it come off too?
Yeah.
Man, you better look at how you tie them things. All right, guys, that's another one. And now look, that one still has a belly on her, so I bet you she still got a little duty going on. Got a little lump on her side. We're gonna put her back in, man. Oh, and Little Sam, look at them. Put them down together, Daddy, on 3. 1, 2, 3. You wanna sit down? You got a big one. Come on up here with that donkey. Come on up here with that donkey. All right, guys, now this is the moment of truth. Now me, I've been letting them go back, but I'm gonna tell you something, Dad is old school. If he caught, he caught. Ain't much going back. But we're gonna see what he gonna do. He's on the clock.
What I do, I take him and I throw him up in the air.
Okay.
And what stays up there can be up there.
What come down is yours.
One come down is mine.
Well, throw him up and see what happened then.
Yeah, when he come down,
No, throw him up like you say then.
No, I'm gonna throw him up.
Throw him up.
I'm gonna throw him up.
He made it to the live well. He got to
You
go.
don't gonna throw him up. You ain't got to worry about that.
All right, guys. So Hook City ain't much of a conservationist.
Yeah, I'm conservation.
He's saving mankind.
Long as you ain't, well, I ain't gonna say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that. We on TV.
Yeah, rather be conservation.
The constipation. I knew what you was gonna say.
Yeah.
Man, I've been hanging around this dude for 36 years. I know him. I know him too good. Oh, that's a good time right there. It'd rather be conservation than constipation. There he is.
Yeah.
Come on, that's a good fish.
Yeah, it's conservation.
Yeah, no. That,
Yeah, great. You gonna throw back all these fish up by conservation.
yeah, conservation, man.
The man said if you don't take none out the lake, it's gonna be overpopulated.
Yeah, we gonna keep the population thinned
I'm
down.
trying my best to keep the population down.
That's another keeper, y'all. We're gonna put him back though. Hook City ain't. Hook City, if Hook City catch him, I know where he gonna go. So I'm gonna have to do my part.
Yeah, you gonna do your part.
Yes, sir.
That other fish made it, and I made that other fish too.
Handle that horse.
Handle that horse.
Put a saddle on that horse, man. What you doing? What you doing, man?
Oh, this don't make no sense.
What you doing? Can you just explain to us what happened? So Mr. Hook City,
I'm trying to do my
I'd like to just interview you real quick, sir.
Okay, man.
So, excuse me. I'm trying to talk to you, Mr. Pierce.
Yeah.
So, what happened?
I just laid the boom.
There it is.
There it is.
He said it, guys. He just laid the boom. Lord have mercy. I can't stop him, y'all. He on the rampage today.
We just gonna cook all we can and save the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't going hungry during this pandemic.
No, sure ain't.
Okay.
Right across the head. There you
Yeah, you can't cross his head then. That's a male. That's a male. Look how dark his fins are.
Ain't gonna be blood red.
They're gonna be blood red
Be
fin.
blood red.
See that black fin? That's a male, guys. He just ain't showing all his true color. But that's him.
Yeah, he gonna be blood red.
Well, guys, that's a done deal. It started getting dark on us. I didn't feel like putting out lights, so I went ahead and got us back to the boat ramp, man. We got some nice fish. We had an awesome time, man. Live scope or not, man, this is the time of year where you can really get onto some spawning fish. And I just wanted y'all to see, number one, you don't need live scope. It's not a need thing. It's always a want thing. It's an enhancement. Okay, women don't need makeup, but some of them wear it to enhance their beauty, not to make them beautiful. And in the same way with these electronics, we're just enhancing the fishing experience. Not that we can't use cane poles and fish off the bank, but boats, live scopes, hummingbirds, Lorances, all that kind of stuff enhances the experience. So that's what I wanted y'all to get out of this video. I also wanted y'all to see that just because they're not up against the bank doesn't mean that they're not still spawning. Guys, we're catching fish 8-9 foot of water in heavy brush. In heavy brush right off the bottom a lot of the times, and sometimes not right off the bottom. Either way, I want y'all to know, man, that here in Texas, in North Texas specifically, we will still be catching fish, and I believe, especially from experience in years past, we'll be catching these spawning fish all the way through May into June sometime.
The first, second week of June.
Into the first, second week of June sometime. So, hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Until next time, it's your boy Fishing King, Hook City TV. And of course, I got my main man with me.
Hook City.
We out here.